to go ahead and share my screen, and we are going to go ahead and get this party going. All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's the 23rd. I'm going to go ahead and share, present my screen. All right, gotta love Canva. All right, here we go. All right, as always, we haven't done this in a long time. So if there's anybody that's new here to the team, drop your IG handle. Blessing gave me a shout out, but instead of filling our chat with all the chatterbots that are in here, drop your IG handle, stay connected. I'm super bad when it comes to this, is following everybody on IG, but drop your shout outs and wins here in the chat and your IG handle. And yeah, I haven't seen us really do that. So if you can and you're able to do so, and we'll move right along. Any guests in the house? Anybody on the call have anybody that they've invited? Anybody want to have or have any introductions they'd like to bring to the team? Please don't raise your hands all at once. No? Okay, it's quiet this morning. All right. Okay. Moving right along. Our favorite kickoff, Karina. Teaching moment, Karina. I think that there's some information we have for the team, if I'm not mistaken. So I will go ahead and let you take this over.
Yep. So EXP is increasing some of their fees, and they're going to revise their policy and procedure manual with them. I'll see if there's any other updates, but on the one that they sent out to us yesterday or the day before, the risk management fee is going to go from 40 to 60. The annual risk management fee cap will go from 500 to 750. And then the team will still share in those risk management fees equally. So not a huge update, but just an uptick in fees, which is just how everything goes.
Yeah, so. the reason being, at least from what I gather from some of my higher level calls with the management team, is we're preparing for a lot of lawsuits. Every single brokerage, MLS, CR, like is all being hit right now. And you're just seeing losses pop up in every city and state across the US. So that could be millions and millions of hundreds of millions of dollars out there. So I think EXP is stacking a little bit now to be able to fight on a national level. That Burnett Sesser case, the main one, actually I didn't talk about it before. The main one that started all of this, the big case. The second part of it, they have until next week to appeal and stuff like that. But from what I read, the big decision-making part of this case is going to happen at Q4 this year. So no big movement will happen, but there's another bigger case somebody's cooking up in some state that's a higher, when I say big, I mean like the cost of the lawsuit and charges, whatever you call that, it's happening somewhere else. But then in the meantime, you're going to see copycat cases pop up in every city and state in the US. Like you're seeing Bear IS get sued, local brokerages, Vanguard, Keller Williams Compass all get sued, so just be prepared for that. And we don't know what it will look like after the verdict, or what the real estate industry will look like, and who and whether independent contractor, wages, who's liable, commissions, buyer agreement, all that stuff.
All right, sweet. Thanks for sharing. Anything else, Karina? Are we good?
No, that's good. Oh,
okay.
A little later, you got a special slide. So
yes. Okay. Awesome. Moving right along. Oops. Okay. Doesn't want to move right along. There we go. Community contributions. What is happening in your neck of the woods? If you're new to the call, this is the segment of the show where you're able to share any kind of events or contributions being made by you or in your community. So does anybody have anything that they'd like to share? Yes, Damian, go ahead.
Hey, next volunteer session at the Alameda County Community Food Bank on February 12th, 8:30 to 12 in the afternoon. So if you can join up, I put the sign up link in my bio on Instagram, but if anybody wants that, I will try to drop it in the chat when I stop here.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Keelan in Sacramento, I know you had something cooking in the kitchen. What is popping on out there?
Hello, hello. So hope all of you are doing well. On Friday the 26th at 8 p.m. We have another Heart and Soul. It's just a community get together of entrepreneurs like mine, small business owners. They do poetry slams. We're gonna have a live band, artists perform, and just a real community-based night full of love and heart and soul. So if you're free, come on down to the Sacramento office. It's gonna be at 8 p.m. on Friday.
This upcoming Friday?
Yep, this upcoming Friday.
This Friday the 26th. Okay. All right. Are there any other takers in the house? Anybody have anything that they would like to share?
There's Aria Gala, if anybody's interested in going to pretty diverse, huge party and installation of the new board. That's on February 3rd. And then we'll post a link in the chat for tickets if anybody's interested.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Molly, it's Noreen. Sorry.
Oh, hi, Noreen. Okay,
Hi.
go ahead.
I don't know. I think I may have spoken over someone else. If someone else was saying something.
I think you're good.
No? Okay. So one of the initiatives I've been working with is a Neighbors Helping Neighbors group out of Fair Oaks, is surrounding Sacramento area, focusing on getting donations together for the refugee community. Lots going on in the world. There's a lot of people who get displaced. We have a lot of that in Sacramento. Ukrainian families, Afghani families, and with my previous brokerage, when we're preparing properties, helping people kind of streamline, clean house, there's things that people find that they don't use that are still usable. So as you're out and about, helping buyers and sellers kind of prepare for their next stage, if there's something that could be shared, that would be appreciated if you guys could think of us. I've got my flyer together with a QR code. We also have an Amazon wish list and things that there's definitely ways that you can contribute if you're able. And while you're working with your
Yeah, our team, there are a lot of people on our team with a big heart. But that's also true too, is that they're preparing for homes or moves. People are starting to declutter. So, one man's trash is another man's treasure, that type of thing. So yeah. Please share that in Slack or where people can donate,
Yep.
or if they have like goods, where it can be dropped off or whatnot. So perfect. Thanks for sharing.
Good, thanks.
Uh-huh. All right. Anybody else? Okay, cool. We'll keep it moving along. All right, here we go. All right, moving right into new escrows for the week. Hector, Kuhn, Mauricio, all on the board. Mauricio with 2 deals. Let's see. Anybody there in the office with you, Brian? I didn't see Hector.
No, that's it. Mauricio just came in, but he gotta get some work done, I think.
Okay. All right, no worries. You see these fellas, give them a shout out. Job well done, guys. All right. Keelan and Dan on the board. Keelan with 380 and Dan, I'm cracking up Dan. 491, 990, and 99 cents. No, I'm just playing. Congrats to you both on this sale. Do either one of you want to just talk to the group quickly regarding your transaction on the board for the week?
Yeah, sure. So I was working with this client for a while now. He was in contract a while ago, and he decided to put a pause on things. We found this property for him. He actually wanted to see it, and I had Sophie help me out by opening up the door for me. He got there a little bit earlier and saw this guy just raking leaves outside. Happened to be the seller. They connected, and the seller pretty much gave him everything he needed to get that property in the contract. They created a bond. We're texting each other, so it was pretty simple. There, it was his first flip, so he was just trying to get it off the market. We got it at a really great price for the actual home itself, so it just turned out to be a really good story. So we're in this process of getting this knocked out now.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks for sharing. Dan, did you want to speak on, oops, sorry, let me go back. Did you want to touch, I saw you reaching for the remote there. Do you want to share a little bit about your transaction?
Yeah, sure. I'll just have a couple quick words on this. This is a new construction, and for anyone who's worked online leads and asks me like, all right, when do I move a lead to trash stage? My answer is pretty much always never. And this one was a good example of that, where this person told me that they got into contract in a Lennar community like 5 or 6 months ago, and they don't pay buyer commissions. And so I was like, all right, well, that's tough. And like a month or two later, I just kept following up with them, didn't move them to trash, just kept doing all the regular follow-up. And turns out that they canceled on their Lennar contract. They weren't happy with that builder. And fast forward now, I've been working with them for several months, and they just got into contract with a new construction builder up in Lincoln. And so if I give it up on them and just be like, all right, well, they're in contract on something else, then I never would have learned that they fell out of contract, but just kept following up until, you know, unless they have bought a house and closed escrow on something, they never moved to trash.
Wow, perseverance paid off in this case. Tip from Dan, never move them to trash. So if you took nothing else from that, never move your lead to trash. Thank you both, Keelan and Dan, for sharing. All right, up on the board. Oh, and all three are in the house today. I'm like, they're all online. So I'm going to give you guys both the floor to share a little bit about each of your transactions. Demian, are you settled? Do you feel like talking? And then Chris and Sophia, I'm going to turn it over to you guys.
Of course, I'm back. Yeah, no, this one was a pretty cool story. I had a client that I sold a house to maybe 3 years ago in Oakland. Pretty pricey home that a few friends went in on. And so one of the clients referred me to her sister back then, but her budget didn't really fit what she was looking for in the market, fell off. Recently started looking for homes again with another realtor, had a bad experience. So her sister ended up sending her back to me. She was like, why don't you use Demian? Like, you seen what he did for us. And I think that might have been 2 weeks ago. So we seen 2 houses, and the second house that she seen, she said, this fits what I'm looking for. It fits my budget. And yeah, the seller's agent, he just wanted to get it done, and it was it went pretty smoothly. And my client is very happy that she didn't have any more bad experiences with realtors. And she was like, I should have came to you the whole time. You had the golden touch. And I was like, yeah, I guess in this situation I did, but
Right.
it worked out. So yeah, we're got our offer accepted, 21-day close, and yeah, happy client.
Oh, sweet. Good for her. Good for her. Congrats, Demian. Chris and Sophia, the best daddy-daughter duo. I don't know who wants to take the mic, but you guys want to talk about your deal?
Sure. Yeah, this was one of our sellers actually. I kind of consulted with them maybe 3 weeks ago on listing their house as soon as possible and jumping into the market to buy their forever home sooner than later due to projections. And they kind of led the way. I led the way, and they actually moved faster than I wanted to. They automatically found a few homes they wanted to put offers on right away, even before I had their house listed. We went to see it. These houses were sitting for a couple of months, but we've noticed that all of a sudden there was a lot of traction and there was a lot of people viewing the homes. So they were down to 2 homes, and I talked to both those listing agents, and pretty much one of them was willing to work with us before our house was even put into escrow for sale. So we got it in escrow the night before we placed the buyer's listing on the market. They had 3 showings scheduled for the next day. So I just stayed up late that night, worked with a listing agent, and said, let's get in contract tonight, cancel those showings, give me a shot to make it happen, put in our contingencies, and now I've got to sell their listing and get it in contract in the next 2 weeks in order to solidify the purchase of their forever home. So hopefully everything goes into place with this low inventory market. You got to take some shots sometimes and kind of control your listing, your sellers, to just make them moves and make it happen, because when the stars align, you know, things happen for all parties involved. So that situation, and we're just keeping it pushing the rest of the year.
Wow. I'm like, you guys are moving fast out there. I'm like, Demian's like, yeah, just a couple weeks ago. You guys just 3 weeks ago, but you also had the buy, and now you're listing their home. So I don't know if that's a testament to what's happening out there or what's going on, but kudos to you three and congrats on your deals. We are going to move it right along. Oh, the ladies in the house. I don't know if Kike or Vanessa are on. Let me just double check and see. Nope. And let's see, it's Vanessa. Okay, neither one of these ladies are with us this morning. So when you see them, give them a congrats. Both of them are on the board. Kike with 670 and Vanessa with 700. Congrats to you both. We are moving right along. Denise, is Denise here? She walked. Did I see Denise here? She's on the board with 900. She's not with us. So again, if you see Denise, congratulate her on her deal here on our board for 900. And up next is Jen on the board with 1350. Jen, I know you're here. I know you don't like the mic, but do you want to take like 30 seconds and just talk about this deal quickly?
Sure. Well, moly. So I met these client. They found me on social media and they found me online. So make sure you guys' social media and online presence is up to par because this is how they found me. This house, we literally wrote 3 offers on this house. Sellers were just not budging and we were not budging. And then, so I wrote the first offer in late November, second offer in December, and then I did a verbal mid-December, and basically they couldn't agree upon a number. But yeah, so then after the new year, finally tried one more time because my clients could not find a house that they love. So this is in Albany. Rarely any homes come on the market under 1.5 million, and they just basically maxed out their budget. We passed it appraised and they're in their dream area now. So I'm super excited for these clients. First time home buyers too.
Wow. They were not letting up on that almost 4 times. Like,
yeah.
So it was sitting there for a minute. Then they didn't want to budge.
Yeah, it was sitting on the market for a little over 30 days. And then they took it off the market and they were going to put it back on the market like last week. And I know once it goes on the market, especially when rates dropped, my clients had no chance.
Right.
So yeah, so everyone's happy.
Oh, well, lucky they had you on their side. Congrats, Jen, and congrats to your clients. All right, people, we are gonna keep it moving. So here are stats for the week. Like Elias says, if you need to take a shot, we had 12 escrows last week, a little bit down from the previous week, sitting at 6 pending and closed. Talking about stats, we are number 2 sales volume team at EXP. We did close 2023 out with 850 units and a little over 590 in sales. So with that being said, we will be updating the marketing as a whole for everybody between today and tomorrow. So those of you who are looking and reorganizing, getting your stuff together this year, you guys will have access to those collateral pieces. All right, we are moving right along. A very special shout out to our boy Dewey. Chase's dad. Yay! Dewey is the second one on the team to hit 100 deals, right behind his early partner in crime, Jen. So congratulations, Dewey. I am going to turn the mic over to you for having hit over 100 deals with the team. So the floor is all you, my man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't even know this was happening today. Or, yeah, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to this. Yeah, keep your head down and keep grinding. Showing up is half the battle, huh, Pete?
You know what's so funny is like you do say that, and I remember, and Karina, if you want to chime in, but I remember when you came to climb, and I don't know if you was slinging shoes, I think he was at the time, but like I would be in that office by myself sometimes because it wasn't, literally if Kenny's team wasn't there, I'd be in the office all day by myself. And Dewey would be in there. He'd usually be like the first one in. He'd be coming with some food or drink. He'd be the last one to leave. And he hadn't even completed like his client paperwork, but he literally was just like in there soaking up everything. And I remember because I think he was leaving to Vietnam at the time for the trip, and he was like, I know I haven't completed, but can I just, basically be present, be in the moment, like absorbing everything before like the ink was dotted. So again, Dewey, this is just a testament to your hustle, collaboration, when you give
I was
back,
about to cancel that Vietnam trip.
you, huh?
I said I was about to cancel that Vietnam trip. I remember, yeah, everything you said about, getting set up and whatnot. And I was like, Karina, Kenny, do I cancel this trip? And they're like, fuck no, what are you gonna do in Q4 as a brand new agent? Like, go enjoy your trip, come back and keep your head down and go. So.
Yep. And you know what they say, if you're looking for business as agents, I don't know why it is, but there are a lot of people on this call that can plan a vacation because then people in business, for whatever reason, start to roll in. But so proud of you, Dewey, and all your accomplishments on the team. And, again, if nothing else, there are people right behind you, and maybe we'll share that in next week's slide. But looking at where people were mid-year last year to where they're at 6 months, 7 months later, to see the speed of some of those people, like literally on Dewey's heels, is awesome. And like, that's what makes me proud to be a part of this team, is just seeing you guys continue to win, level each other up, challenge each other. So big kudos to you, Dewey, on hitting this milestone. All right. Oh, Chase is so cute. Okay, so we're gonna keep it moving right on along. Looking ahead. So again, keeping everybody in the know, event reminders. Patrick, I know you have some stuff for the team that you want to mention. So I'll go ahead and let you take it here, and then I'll roll right into the next few slides of some stuff that we have coming up for the team. So
yeah, sounds great. So first things first, one last reminder that there are headshots on Thursday and Friday of this week. So at this point, new agents have had plenty of time to apply. So if you have already had headshots but need other headshots, or you're not a new agent but you want to get some with us for the first time, I'm sending the link right now in the chat. Second, I am also putting out a prompt for everyone for content. So a prompt for you guys would be sort of summarizing your 2023. It's still January. People still are curious as to how your year went. And let them know, how many people did you get into homes? How much money did you help people save? Illustrate a story of how your 2023 affected your community, your own family, how you worked with your colleagues. But go ahead, and whether you've got a fast booth nearby, whether you want to just do that on your phone, highly encourage you guys to go in and do that. It keeps you top of mind with your sphere. It allows you to communicate to people who are sniffing around, seeing if you're the right agent, that you have done a body of work last year that you are proud of. And so I encourage you guys to do that. And to tap in with our editors. Obviously we have a lot of competing services that are willing to give you leads in exchange for a huge chunk of your commission. And if you talk to anyone on this team who is really successful at finding their own leads, you will find one common denominator, which is that they are all utilizing content to pull those leads. So do yourself a favor. Go ahead and start making content. Even if you're scared, even if you don't know what you're doing, go ahead, trust yourself to just record as much as you can, and trust our editors to get the job done. And lastly, on that topic, all of our editors are fantastic. There's no reason why you need to request one or the other anymore. Everyone's up to speed. Everyone's doing a great job. So highly encourage you guys to open up the floor and let others try. One little fun tidbit here is that some of you have requested editors received a cut from a different editor and didn't even realize. So with that being said, trust our folks. They're doing great. If you have notes on how you want to separate yours from everyone else, they're also very good at that. So go into the type form, Utilize those editors. And lastly, I got a private message. We don't do headshots in Sacramento. We tried that once. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. But let us know if if you're not able to make your dates that you have scheduled. We do these about every month, so try to come through. We'll be happy to serve you guys.
I'm going to use that. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. That's going to be like, I'm going to start saying that little line there. So thank you, Patrick, for the update. So again, Thursday, Friday, like he said, maybe you just want new headshots. Maybe you want a different type of look to up your marketing, or maybe, I would take advantage of it. It's free. Get it in there. The marketing that we do as a team, as a whole, newsletters and so forth. Sometimes it's hard to feature agents that we don't have photos of. So sometimes you may want to be featured in something, or hey, I want to be on this thumbnail. I want to be on that YouTube channel. We don't have your headshot. So if you can get it in, they're free. Why not? All right. Moving right along, because we do have some stuff lined up. Karina, do you want to just give a little info about our annual popular?
Yeah, it's my favorite day of the year, Jean Shrem Day. She is, gracious enough to come for free every single year for us and give us the highlights of new California law, real estate updates. Sometimes she'll even do a Q&A sesh. I can't remember what her going rate is per hour, but it's a lot of money. So take advantage if you can. And if you can't, I will, with her permission, have it recorded and post it to Fast Class for anyone that can't attend. So far, she's never turned me down for that, but she is an attorney, so you never know. Thanks.
Thank you. So today, Karina's room is where you want to be at noon. All right. Oops. So quick reminder, I believe my team has sent out, and I have dropped this in the channel, new agents, advisors. If you're curious, what do new agents get or receive when they're onboarded? This would be the time to kind of see in depth what we do. But I personally will be in Oakland this week on Thursday and Friday. I'm doing onboarding in depth with Drea. We will cover admin fundamental basics, and then we'll talk about tools and resources. So even if you're on the team and you need a refresher, or you need to get yourself organized, or whatever the case is, it's open to everybody. The excuse of, well, I don't know, if you've known me and I've been on the team, that don't fly. So again, floor is open, the office, I'll be there. If you need to see me for something else, I'll be in the office in general, but between these hours, we're going to do our best to get these agents started, make sure that they're aware of all the resources that we have, the who, what's the difference between EXP, who the team is, what's an association, where do I find open house information, all of those goodies. So again, if you need a refresher or you're new, highly encouraged, share it with your advisees. If there's somebody that's interested, share it with them. But Thursday and Friday, I'll be in Oakland.
Oh, and one last thing, I just gonna pop in. With the fast booth, I cannot stress this enough. Don't be switching apps on the computer. Don't be moving the camera. I just got a request from someone who's in the fast booth, and the camera is not where it's supposed to be. The apps were not where they were supposed to be. I really am insistent you guys don't ruin the experience for people after you by trying to take too much control over that space. It's designed to be pretty universal for a reason. If you have feedback as far as things that you would want to change about the space, let me know. But it is a huge pet peeve, because the whole reason why the system works is because it's consistent and it stays the same. And when stuff like this happens, it throws a wrench into the gears and it holds up the operation for everyone else. So encourage you guys, and also please do not leave any items inside of the booth, whether it be sweaters or sweatshirts or this and that. It's not your closet, it's a fast booth. So that's my tough love for the day.
And all clothes left behind in fast food will be donated, so thank you for your donations.
Thank you, Brian and Patrick. So yeah, see you guys Thursday and Friday. Oh,
and sorry, and Molly,
Yeah.
Also on Thursday and Friday, we will be streaming Tony Robbins in the Oakland office, just in the background. So while you're here, you can pop in, get some work done, catch Tony Robbins, catch Molly, catch your team, and just learn. 2 full days
11 a.m.
education.
to 2 p.m. Yeah, the Tony Robbins Time to Rise Summit, live stream summit.
Yeah. So yeah, Oakland, yeah, is where it's going down. It appears headshots, me, Tony Robbins. Yeah, Oakland's is going to be popping the end of this week. One last thing regarding this in the class, it's imperative that you have your laptop with you. This is a working session. It's not me just talking to you. I want to make sure that you're comfortable and you can access the tools that we provide, that you're familiar with what they are. So bring your laptops. All right. And last but not least, we have our year in review coming up February 6th in person in Oakland. Awards have been ordered. But it's a fun event. Last year it was fun. It's a great way to just see your colleagues outside of like the usual Zoom atmosphere. So if you're able to make it, obviously we usually show up deep. So again, I'm asking nothing less this year. The theme is kind of like mid-century modern. You can Google it. It's almost like the Jetsons meet the Brady Bunch era. So whatever that is. So get your Sheen or your Fashion Nova on, whatever the case is. But that is February 6th. So mark your calendars. It will be in Oakland. And that is that. Kenny, Karina, you guys have anything before we wrap this up? You guys good on your end? All right, everybody. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I hope to see everyone at noon. Other than that, we're good.
Yes. All right, everyone have a blessed week. See you guys later. Bye.